So yesterday we got a very surprising trailer during the Game Awards, which showed us new footage of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which essentially is the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 that we've all been waiting years for, and it looks so good. Absolutely stunning trailer. Should be playing on the screen right now. And it's really awesome because, it feels like we've been kept in the dark for forever about this game. Since it was announced months ago, we had no tidbits of information at all. And they're finally coming out and giving us some details about what we could expect. Hopefully coming in 2024. As of now, there is no confirmed release date, but I will, of course, keep you guys updated whenever we receive new information such as that. In the trailer, we got a confirmation on a few things about the game itself. From what seems like to be intros borrowed from fighters, which is when your characters are entering the arena, it seems like they're already doing a battle. Beam struggles in the game, which we saw the Kamehameha versus the Final Flash, and even stage destruction. But today we're actually going to be focusing on an interview from IGN with the producer of the game, Jun Furutani, where they did speak about where the main focus for development was at. First things first, it is confirmed that the game will only be on current generation, which consists of PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC, of course. Makes a lot of sense. In order to push the game as far as it could be, we didn't only have to, limit ourselves to the current gen. Unfortunately for Switch, PS4 players, right, it is what it is at this point. However, it's also going to be running on Unreal Engine 5, which is likely how the game is able to look as good as it is, and probably will look even better than these trailers once it is officially out. Another thing is that the game has been in development for 5 years, it states, which is an absurd amount of time and effort that has been put into this project. I mean, for being such a big title, there better be a lot of time put into this project, and you could definitely tell with how the trailer looked yesterday. It also makes a lot of sense considering that Bandai's official site for Sparking Zero did put out an official statement. It says that this game is actually going to have a historic number of playable characters, each with signature abilities, transformations, and techniques. So I can imagine us getting a ton of different characters across the series. It also lines up with yesterday's trailers considering this. It gave us an insight on the roster of characters that should be available. So far we saw, characters from Z and Super. We saw Goku, Vegeta, we saw Ranger 17, we saw Trunks from Z and Trunks from Dragon Ball Super, Jiren, Bergamo was there, which is really funny. A lot of people are talking about, oh, Bergamo's there. So the game is going to be really huge, which does, again, match with the historic number of playable characters statement. So, I mean, hopefully we also get a bunch of characters that are newer, like Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, the Gammas, even like Rose Goku Black should be in there. A lot of these newer characters. But hopefully they still do focus on, the originals, right? We did receive a statement from DBS Hype. They are saying that the game should also cover characters from OG Dragon Ball, GT, and even the newest upcoming anime, Dragon Ball Daima, which is really insane considering it's not even out yet. But this is, of course, just a leak. Take it with a grain of salt. It would make a lot of sense for OG Dragon Ball and GT to be there at least. There's no way this game is not going to release with some Super Saiyan 4 character. Like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's gonna be in the game. Let's be completely honest. And hopefully, I'm a big OG Dragon Ball fan, so like the Kid Goku, Demon King Piccolo, even the 23rd World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr., all of that would be really cool to see. Now, continuing through the article, Furutani also states that he drew inspiration for this game by watching competitive play of Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is pretty cool. And that resulted in him wishing to ensure that, as it states, players could relish an identical experience with Sparking Zero. So, these anime matchups like Goku vs. Vegeta, of course, throughout the series, even like Gohan versus Cell, Goku and Vegeta fighting Kid Buu, I'm sure like those kind of scenes, seeing like similar things in fighters really inspired this game to come together, which is very nice seeing another Dragon Ball game inspire this one. However, even though there's a statement that he did draw inspiration from Dragon Ball FighterZ, the game is still intended to differentiate itself from FighterZ, of course, which FighterZ is created with esports in mind. We see a statement here, Xenoverse 2 is all about like our custom characters going into the world of Dragon Ball, even Kakarot, which is about experiencing the story itself. Furutani cites here in a quote, The focus here is to push the limits of how much a player can completely immerse themselves into the world and how intensely we are able to make that happen, which is very exciting for me to hear. I mean, I want this game to look good. I want to be immersed, feel like Dragon Ball. When I'm playing this game, picking up my controller, I just want to feel like, yeah, this is a Dragon Ball fight, you know, teleporting all around the place as I'm flying around, or even like powering up. I'm able to like see the arena shake. We saw in the trailers today as well that when Goku powered up to Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta did the same thing. We saw the skies turn gray. There was lightning everywhere. When Frieza threw down the, you know, death ball on the planet, we saw it explode. All kinds of things like that. Even when Broly was grabbing Goku and moving him around on the floor and everything, like, I forgot exactly how to describe that little technique he did, but that looked really cool, and we saw a lot of stage destruction there. And I like that this game is aiming to be different from existing Dragon Ball games, so that you're able to get a piece of everything from each game. Xenoverse 2 for custom characters, again, fighters for competitive play in this game, just for, you know, the Dragon Ball experience, the general Dragon Ball experience. And we see that as well. Focus for the game, as stated, is to be an accessible starting point for both longtime fans and newcomers alike. So I could expect this game to have a fairly easy combat system to get into, and then hopefully there could be some kind of learning curve. We do know that there is going to be online battle. Unfortunately, no local battle is stated to be there as of now. There only seems to be just single player for offline, but there is going to be online PvP. So I mean, we know Bandai online PvP, sometimes that does not match up well with certain games like Storm Connections, but hopefully this online does seem to be good and with good netcode and hopefully some balance. They're not really going to expect too much in terms of balance, but yeah, again, this game has been just very exciting. There's been a lot of news as well coming out for the game, which is really good. Hopefully we could expect a lot more, but again, I want to know from you guys, what do you guys want to see the most from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, in terms of like characters or even mechanics and stuff like that. Again, I want to see like Rose Goku Black. I could imagine us in like a month from now or even 2 months from now. We know that there's going to be the Dragon Ball Battle Hour that is going to be at the end of January, I believe. That will likely show us some new even gameplay about Gohan, who wasn't even in the trailer at all. So I could easily see us getting some like Beast Gohan trailer, or, you know, Orange Piccolo trailer as well. Maybe even show us some Rose Goku Black. I'm a big Goku Black fan if you couldn't tell. And even Jump Festa, which is going to be, I believe, later this month or next month. We could potentially see something like that, but I think very good chance we could even get a release date during the Battle Games hour. So hopefully that's going to be really good from there. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.